Hello and welcome to episode 38 of The Morning After. From Engadget, my name is Matt Smith. This week we'll be talking about Samsung's foldables getting a second use as police body cams and return of arguably Netflix's biggest ever show. Let's get right into it. So after the live experiences, the TV show spin-offs based on TV shows and the laziest Halloween costumes of this decade, Squid Game returns for season 2. Now, yes, it's been almost 3 years since the bleak, lightly anti-capitalist drama became a massive hit in the US and, well, pretty much everywhere. Netflix has announced that season 2 will hit Netflix on December 26th with a final third season coming sometime in 2025. The series director and writer Hang Dong-yuk teased the continuation of the revenge story and facing off against villain Frontman. We're expecting more death, more betrayal, and enough delicious Korean food to make me want to take another trip to Seoul. Now, the trailer doesn't offer that much. We see more contestants running in tracksuits, running in front of the same masked antagonists of season 1 on what appears to be a running track. Wait a sec, this is not going to be about sports, is it? Got enough of that with the Olympics. We'll all just have to wait and see come December 26th. So just weeks after launching its latest family of foldable phones, Samsung posted an unusual blog post highlighting how law enforcement is adopting its Galaxy Z Flip series in pilot test programs to act as body cams. It's now expanding the program across 25 police departments across 5 states. It's an unusual thing to brag about at a time when body cams are rarely associated with positive news stories. A recent report from ProPublica and the New York Times demonstrated how policies regarding body cam use can often negate any positive value that they were meant to offer. Still, you've got the cool foldy flip thing when you hang up. That's cool for those police officers, I guess. Next up, if you haven't heard of Perplexity, the multi-billion-dollar startup Perplexity is probably going to be mad about that. It's another AI-powered search engine that's been making most of its news over accusations of plagiarism, claims of content scraping, and just drama. After Forbes accused it of stealing its story and republishing it, Wired reported that Perplexity had been ignoring the robots exclusion protocol and was scraping its website for content too. So it's a convenient time as ever for the AI search engine to announce revenue sharing plans with publishers. Yes, it's planning to launch an advertising platform in September called the, deep breath, Perplexity Publishers Program, which will now be my future vocal warm-up routine. The program will offer a share of ad revenue to a few selected publishers. Now, the company Perplexity insisted repeatedly that this was not a response to all the recent critical press coverage, adding that it was actually in discussions with publishers since January. Of course it has. Ioneo, which loves to make handheld consoles and then replace them with an updated version within months if not weeks, is tackling the Game Boy Micro. Yes, the Pocket Micro is now available to pre-order on Indiegogo, with its funding campaign having already raised more than enough, almost $80,000 within days. First announced in May, it has a 960 by 640 IPS screen, which is notably better than the original Game Boy Micro. It also has a battery that can power gaming for up to 6 hours. Now, early bird prices start at $190, which is a lot, but dual analog sticks are rare on a device this size, so it could be a great tiny retro console for games beyond the usual Game Boy greatest hits. Italian scientists have built a quadruped robot called Vero. It can identify and pick up small pieces of litter using leg-mounted vacuums. It's been tested out on beaches, cleaning up discarded cigarette butts, which can release toxic chemicals and microplastics into the ocean as they break down. The robot picked up 90% of the cigarette butts it identified during testing. And I just like the idea of a quadruped vacuum, okay? Is this a tenuous excuse for showing that Roomba with a parrot perched on top of it again? Yes. And that was your morning after. Thanks once again for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Enjoy the Olympics, and hopefully I'll see you at the same time next week.